much indeed. Hello, I'm Alexander Armstrong, and welcome to Pointless the Quiz, where the aim of the game is to find the most obscure answer possible. Let's meet today's players. And couple number one.
Hi, I'm Katie. This is my friend Helen, and we're from York.
Couple number two.
Hi, I'm George, and this is Emmy. We're students from Nottingham.
Couple number three.
Hi, I'm Martin. This is my partner Jane, and we're from Manchester.
And finally, couple number four.
Hi, I'm Gary. This is my friend Brenda. I'm from Waltham Cross. She's from London.
And these are today's contestants. Thank you very much, all of you. Warm welcome to the show. Great to have you with us. That just leaves one more person for me to introduce. He runs the ship like clockwork. Intricate, delicate, Swiss-made. And then once a day, he winds us all up. Pointless friend, it is Richard.
Hiya. Hey, everybody. Good afternoon to you.
And to you.
Now, our first two podiums are returning pairs. They both sort of did all right last time, is the truth, because Helen and Katie got through to the head-to-head. It's very, very impressive. And George and Emmy got knocked out in round one, but Emmy gave us a pointless answer in round one, which is very, very rare. So I think they're going to be tough to beat, those two on the first two podiums, but 3 and 4 look like they're up for it, don't you
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Paul and Alison, by the way. I mean, you were there, so I don't need to tell you. Paul and Alison went through to the final last time. Didn't win the jackpot. Yeah, I'm sorry. So we're adding another £1,000 to that. So today's jackpot starts off at £5,250. So if everyone's ready, let's play Pointless. As ever, it will be the pair with the highest score at the end of each round that gets eliminated. Very best of luck to all 4 pairs. Our first category this afternoon is famous people. Can you all decide in your pairs who's going to go first, who's going to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and our question concerns I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here winners. Richard.
We're going to show you faces now of 16 people who've won I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. Can you name any of these, please?
OK, so as Richard mentioned, yes, we're going to put 16 faces up on the board. They will stay for the entire round. We won't be changing halfway through. OK, well, let's reveal our image. Here it comes. All of these are winners of I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here. I'll just give you a moment or two to digest. Have you ever been asked, Rich?
To do I'm a Celebrity, Get Me... Yes.
Mm.
Yeah. Not for me.
No.
I'm a Celebrity, don't get me in there in the first place. That's my show. No, I'm waiting for the call from Dancing on Ice. That's my big one.
That's you. OK, Katie, welcome back. Remind us all about yourself, Katie.
So I live in York, and Helen and I have been friends for about 15 years. I sing in a band, which I didn't think you knew about me. So
I did not know that. Did you know that about Katie?
I didn't know that about Katie.
What's the name of the band?
We're called Deja Voodoo People, so like a 90s dance rock cover band.
What sort of dance?
Well, like The Prodigy, Chemical Brothers, that kind of stuff.
Did you have someone with some decks?
We do. We have one of our friends who's got decks and a laptop and keyboard on an ironing board instead of a table.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's very cool.
Come and check us out.
I will. I will. Katie, the 16. The 16 winners.
Yes. I'm going to say the guy from the top right, because I did watch that series. It's Matt Willis from Busted.
Matt Willis, says
Yes.
Katie. Let's see how many of our 100 people went for Matt Willis. Matt Willis is right. Look at that. It's a great answer, Katie. Down to 3. Very well done indeed. What a great start to the round. 3 for Matt Willis.
I really don't remember all of these people winning, I have to say, but they all did, apparently. Yeah, Matt Willis from Busted, he won. In the same year, Mylene Klass came second and Jason Donovan was third.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now, Emmy, welcome back. Remind us all about yourself, Emmy.
Hi, I'm Emmy. I'm a pharma student at UEA, and I play a bit of rugby.
And you scored a pointless answer last time.
Yeah.
Now, have you watched much of I'm a Celebrity, Emmy?
I always watch like the first 3 episodes, and then I kind of fizzle out. So
Let's get the first 3 is enough.
But the people who win are there in the first 3 episodes as well. So
And the titles of the first 3, they walk out and they're usually holding a glass of champagne or something.
yeah,
aren't they?
exactly.
Sort of glittery curtain. And their name in big blocks.
Right, I'm going to have to go with line 3, Charlotte Moffat.
Charlotte Moffat, says Emmy. Let's see how many of our 100 people went for Charlotte Moffat. Ooh, bad luck, Emmy. I'm so sorry. That scored you 100 points. It may well not be the last 100 points of the round.
Yeah, sorry, Emmy. The good news is, though, your average score throughout your pointless history is 50.
Thank you very much, Richard. Now then, Martin, tell us all about yourself.
My name's Martin. I'm a clinical scientist, currently working in a hospital in Manchester.
OK, so, clinical scientist.
Yeah.
What exactly are you doing? What do you do?
In particular, I work in intensive care, so sort of critically ill patients. We sort of deal with the sort of setup and maintenance and troubleshooting of a lot of life support machinery, so it's obviously a lot of complicated sort of equipment, so...
Very impressive sounding, isn't
Very
it?
impressive, yeah.
Yeah, some people's jobs, you think, in some ways they do things that are more important than what we do. I mean, listen, it's 50-50, isn't it? But yeah, that sounds like a good job.
It's one of those jobs where it sounds a lot more complicated than it actually is. It mostly entails a lot of sort of drinking coffee and walking around and sort of pretending to...
OK, we could do that.
To our job,
Yeah, we could do that.
Now, Martin, who are you going to go for?
Like Emmy, I think I'm going to go for the same person, but I don't think it's Charlotte Moffat. I think it's Scarlett Moffat.
Scarlett Moffat. Let's see if that's right. Oh, rub it in there, Martin, won't you? Scarlett Moffat. Scarlett Moffat is right. 100 is our high score, 3 is our low. Down it goes to 9. Very well done. Scarlett Moffat.
I love to see pointless played that way, though. Not only getting yourself a good score, but really, really hammering home an advantage over one of your opponents. Beautiful to watch. Yeah, she won the 16th series. She won and Joel Dommett came second. They've both gone on to do extremely well.
Haven't they? Haven't they? Thank you very much indeed. Now then, Gary, welcome to Pointless. Good to have you. Tell us all about yourself.
Yeah, I teach theatre workshops in London and Italy, and I'm a tour guide.
Oh, well, hang on. I teach them in London, and why not in Italy? In Italy, is your Italian good?
No, it's not great, but we have to motivate them to speak English, so that's the idea.
OK, so come along and learn a bit about theatre and how to speak English.
Exactly, yeah.
Very good indeed. Gary, who are you going to go for?
I think I'm going to go for Carol Thatcher.
OK, Carol Thatcher, says Gary. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Carol Thatcher. Carol Thatcher is right. Well, 100 still our high score, 3 still our low. Well done, 16, not bad.
Yeah, she won the 5th series from Cherie Murphy. She came second. Sid Owen, Ricky from EastEnders, was 3rd.
Thank you very much, Richard. We're halfway through our round. Let's have a quick look at those scores. Well done, 3. Katie was our best score of the pass. Katie and Helen, I think we'll be seeing you in round 2. Emmy and George, you are our high scorers there. So, George, if you've got a really fabulous low-scoring answer, yeah, let's hope you can bring it out when we come to you. Good luck with that. OK, we're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? Now then, Brenda, welcome to Pointless. Tell us all about yourself.
I work as a supply teaching assistant in primary schools, and I also act.
Have you been to one of Gary's classes?
No.
Not one of his workshops?
No.
You haven't attended them? You haven't even watched?
Yeah, I've watched. Yeah, they're really good fun.
They're good, excellent. What sort of things do you do for fun, Brenda, apart from your acting?
I love Hawaiian dancing and singing, and I love to paint and draw, and also play volleyball.
Very good indeed. OK, now, Brenda, there you're on 16. I mean, if you can score 83 or less, you're into the next round.
Go for Stacey Solomon.
Stacey Solomon, says Brenda. Let's see how many of our 100 people said. Stacey Solomon, there's your red line. Stacey Solomon is right. Down she goes to 30, taking your total up to 46.
Well played, Brenda. Yeah, won Series 10, the lovely Stacey Solomon. She beat Sean Ryder. Sean Ryder was second. Yeah.
There we are. Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Jane, welcome to Pointless. Lovely to have you here. Tell us all about yourself.
I'm a regulatory affairs specialist for a biotech company, mainly in medical devices, specifically in vitro diagnostics.
OK,
Yeah. You've got the biggest business card also I've ever seen.
So you're working in sort of the same area as Martin, then?
Yeah, sort of.
Did you meet over a medical device?
No, we
Sorry,
met-
that's a very personal question. Sorry. You know what I mean. You know what I'm saying. Yeah, you didn't meet through a share. Oh, anyway, go on. Yeah.
We met at university.
Okay, very good. Good. Now, Jane, listen, if you can score 90 or less, you're into round 2. What do you want to go for?
I'm just going to go for Dougie Pointer, please.
OK, Dougie Pointer, says Jane. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Dougie Pointer. There's your red line. It's right. And down that goes the pointless. Very well done indeed, Jane. That's a pointless answer, so it adds £250 to today's jackpot, takes the total up to £5,500, scores you nothing, leaves your total at 9, and gets you very comfortably into round 2.
Beautifully done, Jane. Very well done. Yeah, the bassist from McFly, Dougie Pointer. And shortly after Dougie won I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here, Harry Judd, the drummer from McFly, won Strictly. So the rhythm section of McFly had a great Christmas.
Yeah. Thank you very much indeed. Now then, George, you're still the high scorers at this stage. In fact, the only route for you to get to round 2 would involve you having to score 2.
That could be a challenge.
OK, anyway, remind us all about yourself, George.
So I'm a student in Leeds studying natural sciences.
OK, how long have you been doing that?
I'm in 2nd year now.
2nd year. In Leeds, that's a lovely place to be.
Yeah.
What sort of interests do you have when you're studying at Natski?
I love my sports, so football, rugby. I even played a bit of ice hockey last year.
Wow, how did that go?
Horrifically.
I mean, how are you as a skater?
I couldn't ice skate. We decided to do it as a flat, and there was a few of us that carried on and actually bought all the equipment and everything, and it didn't go very well.
No. You'd never get me doing that, I have to say. Now, George, you're on 100. You're our high scorers, but let's see, what can you find on the board?
I'm not sure if any of them's going to be, out of the ones I know, is going to be less than 2. But we'll go for Georgia Toffolo.
Georgia Toffolo. OK. No red line. You're the high scorers. Let's see how many of our 100 people went for Georgia Toffolo. It's right. Oh, 14 is what it scores you. Takes your total up to 114.
Yes, a valiant effort, George. She won Series 17, struck up a friendship with Stanley Johnson while she's in there. They've done lots of TV together since.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Now then, Helen, welcome back. Remind us all about yourself, Helen.
I'm from York. I work at the University of York.
What do you do in the University at York?
I'm part of a team that makes sure that everybody gets their award and progresses on to the next stage of their programme and so on. So,
what sort of award's that? That sounds
like
nice.
like the
their
bachelor's or their master's or
I see.
like
OK.
the course that they're doing.
Now, Helen, you are through to the next round. It doesn't matter what you score. You're on 3. Fabulous low score from Katie. Do you fancy talking us through the board?
As I've been stood here, I've kind of remembered more than I thought I would. I think it's Christopher Biggins. I think he's from, like, a boy band.
Do you want to venture a names or anything?
Maybe Joe McFadden. That would be my guess. I don't know who the next guy down is. I don't know who either of them are. That might be Peter Beardsley at the start of the 3rd line. And that's Harry Redknapp. That's Hair off of EastEnders. I don't know who he is, and I recognise him, but I can't remember his name.
I mean, I'm going to go on record
terrible.
as saying that might have been the worst ever talking through a board.
But at least you went for it.
I tried.
There you are. So which one of those are you gonna submit?
I'm going to say Christopher Biggins.
Christopher Biggins. Christopher Biggins. No red line view. You're already through. How many of our 100 people said Christopher Biggins? It's right. Down it goes to 52, taking your total up to 55. Very well done.
Very well played, Helen. It was beautifully done, the way you took us through, though. You said it all with such confidence. Now, the one next to Biggins, he is in a boy band.
McFadden.
It's not Brian McFadden. He's from Westlife. It's Cian Egan.
Oh, right.
It scores 2 points. Terrific answer. Next row down.
Joe Swash.
He would have scored you 19 points. Next to him is the motorcyclist, Carl Fogarty.
Yeah.
He would have scored you 11. Then Vicky Patterson would have scored you 4. And now, apologies if you're watching Phil Tufnell. I mean, maybe in a certain light he might look like Peter Beardsley. But yeah, this Phil Tufnell, the second winner of I'm a Celebrity, would have scored you 23. You are right about Harry Redknapp. He would have scored you 36. You are right that it's her off EastEnders. And it is Charlie Brooks. Would have scored 2. Next to Charlie Brooks.
Gino De Campo.
Gino De Campo. He would have scored you 20. And the winner of the very first time a celebrity get me out of here.
Tony Black.
Tony Blackburn. And he would have scored 47. So Dougie Pointer, best answer on the board.
There we are. Thank you very much indeed. We are at the end of our first round. We have to say goodbye to one of our pairs. Oh, George and Emmy. This just hasn't landed right for you. But thank you so much for playing. It's been great having you on the show. George and Emmy. But for the remaining 3 pairs, it is now time for round 2. There we are, into round 2, down to 3 pairs. Jane, hats off to you. Lovely, pointless answer, our lowest individual scorer. Jane and Martin, the middle podium there, our lowest combined scorer as well. Best of luck for round 2. Our category for round 2 today is the English language. Can you all decide in your pairs who wants to go first, who wants to go second? And whoever's going first, please step up to the podium. OK, and the question concerns 2-word phrases with 3 repeated letters missing. Richard.
Yeah, on each board, we're going to show you some clues to 2-word phrases. We're also going to give you all of the letters of those phrases, apart from 3 letters missing in each one, and those letters are the same thing. You'll see exactly what we mean when it comes up. So you'll see the answers. There'll be 3 letters missing from each word, and those letters will be the same.
Thank you very much indeed. Let's reveal our first board and work out what that means. Our first board of 6, here we go. The elected governing body of a certain type of administrative area, NTY, NCIL. A person who is particularly skilled at a specified activity or art, PMER. A member of the civil force of a state that upholds the law, POL, OFFR. A short tweed coat often worn for horse riding, HINGJET. Someone who designs, operates and maintains machinery used in ships, MAR, ENGER. And a military aircraft used for operations in the dark, NTFTER. I'll read those clues again. The elected governing body of a certain type of administrative area. A person who is particularly skilled at a specified activity or art. A member of the civil force of a state that upholds the law. A short tweed coat often worn for horse riding. Someone who designs, operates and maintains machinery used in ships. And a military aircraft used for operations in the dark. There we are. Helen.
Hi.
What are you going to go for?
I think I can work out probably most of them, so it's quite hard to pick. I'm going to go for the second one and say the person who is particularly skilled and say past master.
OK, past master, says Helen. Let's see how many of our 100 people said past master. Oh, it's good. Oh, it's very good. Down goes the 3. Very well done indeed, Helen. 3 for past master. Now, Martin, what are you going to go for here?
Yeah, so I think I'm in a similar position where you can sort of work out most of them, but it's just trying to think which is going to be the most obscure. So I think I'm going to go for a military aircraft used for operations in the dark, and I'm going to go night fighter.
Night fighter, says Martin. Let's see how many of our 100 said night fighter. That's right. 22. I think you chose well there. Night fighter 22.
We're settling into this round, aren't we? Do you see? IGH goes into both of them. Same in the first one, AST.
AST. And
yeah, same thing.
Into both.
Very clever, but it's difficult to explain.
Very difficult to put into words. Better to do through example, really.
Yes.
Yes. Lead through example.
Which is what we've done. You're a past master at this.
Thank you. Thank you very much indeed. I should be by now. I've been past enough of these. Now then, Brenda. Oh, this is fun. This is your board. You can go through them all.
The first one is county council. The third one is police officer. The next one is hacking jacket and marine engineer.
Which of those is your submission, do you think?
I will go for the hacking jacket.
Hacking
Short
jacket.
tweed, yeah.
OK, hacking jacket. Let's see how many of our 100 people said that. Hacking jacket. It's right. 22 is the high score, 3 is the low. Down it goes to 18. Very well done indeed.
Very well played. Yeah, I think that everyone knew all of them, and so it's a question of trying to choose the best possible answer. And do you know what? You chose the 3 best possible answers you could have done. So very, very well played, everyone. The other 3 are bigger scorers. County Council would have scored you 31. Police Officer would have scored you 35. And Marine Engineer would have scored 28.
Thank you very much, Richard. We're halfway through the round. Let's have a quick look at those scores. 3, well done, Helen. I mean, it seems to be again and again you're coming up with the low scores there. So very well done on that near podium. Then we travel up via 18 to 22 where we find Martin and Jane. So Jane, you know what you have to do. Good luck with that. We're going to come back down the line now. Will the second players please step up to the podium? OK, 6 more clues on the board and the same sequence of 3 missing letters in both of these words. A brief eruption of intense radiation from the sun's surface. S-O-F-E. A small adhesive piece of paper stuck on a letter or package to be mailed. P-O-G-E-M-P. A red burgundy wine sold when it's young. B-J-O-L-A-I-S. N-O-U-V. A person who pursues a fugitive for whom a reward is offered. B-O-Y-H-E-R. A recording of a song by an artist who did not originally perform it. C-O-S-I-O-N. Sports which originated as forms of self-defense or combat. M-I-A-L-S. I'm going to read those all again. A brief eruption of intense radiation from the sun's surface. A small adhesive piece of paper stuck on a letter or package to be mailed. A red burgundy wine sold when it's young. A person who pursues a fugitive for whom a reward is offered. A recording of a song by an artist who did not originally perform it. Sports which originated as forms of self-defense or combat. There we go. Gary, there you are, on 18. What are you going to go for? Lovely fresh board there for you.
Yeah, it's not too bad, but trying to think of the lowest. Beaujolais Nouveau.
Beaujolais Nouveau for the young wine. OK, here is your red line at the start of the pass. Let's see how far down the column we get with Beaujolais Nouveau. It's right. That's a good answer. Down it goes to 20. Very well done indeed. 38 your total.
Very nicely done. Do you know where Beaujolais Nouveau wine comes from?
Do you know, I've no idea. Is it Rhone? I don't know. It's not a Rhone.
It's Beaujolais.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
There you go.
That may be where they get the name from.
It's probably.
Yeah, it probably is,
As
actually.
they sometimes do.
Makes sense, wouldn't it?
Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you. Jane.
Hello. I don't know which one to pick.
Well, if you could score 15 or less, you're automatically into the head-to-head.
I think I'm going to go with a brief eruption of intense radiation from the sun's surface as a solar flare.
Solar flare, says Jane. Here is your red line. Let's see if we can get below that red line with solar flare. It's right. 24. 24 takes your total up to 46.
The largest ever solar storm was in 1859. And when it happened, the Northern Lights, which you know people go on holiday to go see up in Iceland, they came down as far as Honolulu in Hawaii. You could see the Northern Lights. And also it made telegraph machines catch fire.
Wow. What would it do to our tower?
Oh my
Can you
goodness.
imagine?
A solar flare would be all over the place. It's almost worth waiting. I mean, we must be due another one, surely.
Surely.
1859.
I guess they come with no warning, do they?
Well, I mean, they happen all the time, but that was just a particularly
big one.
Extraordinary one.
Thank you. Now, OK, Katie, right, yes, you have to score 42 or less to get into the head-to-head. Do you want to talk us through that board?
Yeah, I guess like everyone in this round, I think I know all the answers, and it's just really hard to think which the lowest are, and the 2 that I would have picked have already gone. So postage stamp, bounty hunter, cover version, and martial arts. And of them, I'm going to pick Bounty Hunter.
OK, let's find out. Bounty Hunter, here is your red line. Can you get below it? It's right. And you're through. Very well done indeed. 31. Takes your total up to 34.
Yeah, all the answers there would have seen you through because of the terrific answer on the first pass. We got 5 of the best possible answers. We missed the best answer on this board, in fact, which is cover version.
Really?
Yeah, would have scored 18 points.
Wow.
Who'd have thought? Postage stamp would have scored you 34, and martial arts at the bottom there would have scored you 30.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard. Well, we are at the end of our second round, which means we have to say goodbye to another pair. Oh, Jane and Martin, our low-scoring pair from round 1, who are doing so well. This is where we have to say goodbye to you, but you'll be back next time. And I'm sure you'll do just as well, if not a bit better then. Meantime, thank you very much indeed, Jane and Martin. But for the remaining 2 pairs, it is now time for our head-to-head. Congratulations, Gary and Brenda, Helen and Katie. You're now 1 step closer to the final and a chance to play for our jackpot, which is now standing at £5,500. But before we play the head-to-head, let's see if we can't boost that jackpot a bit by finding some pointless answers. OK, here goes. We gave 100 people 100 seconds to name as many UK fungi as they could, Richard.
Yes, we're going to show you 6 names. 2 of them will be pointless answers, UK fungi that nobody mentioned at all. 2 of them, however, will be red herrings that we have made up. If you find one of the pointless answers, we'll add £250 to the jackpot.
Thank you very much indeed. Let's reveal our 6 potential fungi, and here they are. Remember, 2 of these are pointless. Morel, dustbin lid, jelly ear, shaggy parasol, cuckoo, and oak bracket. Gary and Brenda, you're our golden couple. You get to go first. But feel free, pool your knowledge, chat amongst the 4 of you. Share all your expertise here. See if you can't find these pointless answers.
I know Morel definitely is.
Morel.
Yeah.
Oak bracket, I think, is.
Is it?
Oak bracket sounds like it
Shaggy
should be one.
parasol sounds like it should be. but
I
don't
think
know.
cuckoo isn't.
Cuckoo.
Well,
yeah.
cuckoo, it's something that we make in Grenada, so I don't know whether that might be a name of them.
Oh.
And does it have mushrooms in when you make it in Grenada?
But
So
you never
think-
know. Shaggy parasol.
I think shaggy parasol might be right.
I think it might
Yeah, I
be.
think
Yeah,
that might
should
be.
we go- let's-
Because it's
You
not
go for that
shaggy.
one, yeah.
OK. Gary and Brenda, what are you going to go for?
OK, we think shaggy parasol.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll go for shaggy parasol.
Shaggy parasol. Let's see, is that the pointless answer? But it's right. Oh, it's a pointless answer. Very well done indeed. Very good. Can we go for double whammy? Let's see. Helen and Katie, what do you think is the other pointless answer on that board?
Yeah.
We're going to go for jelly ear.
Jelly ear. Let's find out. Jelly ear. Is it pointless? It's right. Oh, it goes down to 2. Oh, well, never mind. Never mind.
Yeah, it's a valiant effort, though. Brenda, you spotted one of the fake ones there, cuckoo, which is a cornmeal dish from the Caribbean, also known as fungi, but not fungi.
Clever.
So that was incorrect. Morel is a fungi. I think you'd all heard of it. You all avoided it, quite rightly. We'll score 1 point. So one of these is pointless. One of them is an incorrect answer. What do you
Well,
reckon?
dustbin lid sounds so unlikely it's probably pointless.
Dustbin lid. It's a type of jellyfish.
Oh,
I'm afraid oak bracket is the other pointless answer. Very well done at home if you said shaggy parasol and oak bracket. But that's right, isn't it?
yeah,
Got
not
one.
bad.
That's nice.
Yeah, we got one right. You managed to find one pointless answer, which means we're adding £250 to the jackpot, taking our total up to £5,750. But who will be paying for it? Let's find out in the head-to-head. First pair to win 2 questions will be playing for the jackpot. Best of luck. Here comes your first question, and it is all about rows of birds. Richard.
We're going to show you some rows of birds now, but what are these birds? We'll show you alternate letters of their names as well, but what are these birds all sitting in a row?
Thank you very much indeed. OK, let's reveal our 5 rows of birds, and here they come. We've got A, B-L-E-G-E, B, WXIG. C, ZBAFNHS. D, SALWTIEBEETR. And E, PFIS. There we are, 5 rows of birds. Now, Gary and Brenda, you're our golden couple, so you get to go first. Feel free to confer.
Okay, we'll go for C. Zebra finches.
Zebra finches, say Gary and Brenda. Now then, Helen and Katie, over to you. Talk us through that board.
Bald eagle's the first one. Zebra finches we know is on puffins. I think you could guess most of the words in D with its shallow something bee eaters, but I don't think it's worth the risk. So shall we go B, wax wings?
Okay.
Wax wings.
Waxwings.
Yeah.
So, zebra finches versus waxwings. Gary and Brenda went zebra finches for C. Let's see how many of our 100 people said zebra finches. Very good. Zebra finches takes you to 29. Meanwhile, Helen and Katie have gone for waxwings for B. Let's see how many of our 100 said waxwings. Waxwings is right. It's going to be close, and it wins. Down it goes to 12. Very well done indeed, Helen and Katie. After one question, you're up 1-0.
Let's take a look at the scores for the more obvious ones. Bald eagles would have scored you 47.
But they always look cross, don't they, bald eagles?
And puffins at the end there would have scored you 56. Now, this other one, you're quite right. It's one of those ones that you can probably work out. It would have been worth having a go because it's a pointless answer. So the first word?
Swallow. Swallow-tailed.
Swallow. Swallow-tailed bee-eaters. Swallow-tailed bee-eaters. Very well done. Nothing at all. The butterflies, beetles and bees.
All our pollinators. What about that?
But they only eat things beginning with B. That's why they're called, that's why they're called bee-eaters.
They only have them for brunch.
Yeah.
Thank you very much indeed. OK, here comes your second question. Now then, Gary and Brenda, you have to win this one to stay in the game, but Helen and Katie get to go first. OK, best of luck. Our second question today is all about European capital cities in alphabetical order. Richard.
We're going to show you the names now of 5 European capital cities, but all the letters in their names have been placed in alphabetical order. What are these capital cities?
Thank you very much indeed. Can you unravel these alphabetic anagrams? And we have got ADDIMR, BILNOS, AAAADELLLNORRV, AIPRS, and AAABILRSTV. Admir, Bilnos, Adelnorf, Apers, and Ebelst. There we are.
That's quite a skill.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you know you could do that before?
No, I did. I really, it literally just came to me then. Yeah. So, Helen and Katie, you will go first.
Yeah. OK. We're going to go for the bottom one and say Bratislava.
Bratislava, say Helen and Katie. Now then, Gary and Brenda. Do you want to talk us through the board?
Yeah, well, I can see Madrid at the top and Paris. The other two, no, I haven't got. So I guess Madrid.
OK, Madrid it is. So we have Bratislava and we have Madrid. Helen and Katie went for Bratislava. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Bratislava. Bratislava is right. Down it goes to 16. 16 for Bratislava. Meanwhile, Gary and Brenda have gone for Madrid for the top one. Let's see if that's right. Let's see how many of our 100 people said Madrid. Madrid is right. There it is, 57 for Madrid, which means, well done, Helen and Katie. After 2 questions, you're straight through to the final 2-0.
Yeah, biggest scorer on the board is Paris. would have scored you 84. Below Madrid, it is
Lisbon.
Lisbon would have scored 41. And the best answer on the board, do you know this one? It's the capital of Andorra.
Andorra la Vella.
Andorra la Vella. And that would have scored 1 point. Very well done if you said that at home.
Thank you very much indeed. So the pair leaving us at the end of the head-to-head round, Gary and Brenda, it's you. But you'll be back next time. In fact, Helen and Katie were in precisely your position the last show. So, yes, see how well it worked for them. I have high hopes for you. Thank you very much for playing. Meanwhile, Gary and Brenda. But for Helen and Katie, it is now time for our Pointless Final. Congratulations, Helen and Katie. You've seen off all the competition and you have finally won our coveted Pointless Trophy. You now get a chance to win our Pointless Jackpot, and at the end of today's show, the jackpot is standing at £5,750. That's a really decent jackpot now. You have to take it home. What is going to come up on that board that's going to allow you to win?
90s pop music.
Okay.
90s indie music.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or like politicians of the last 20 years.
Any kind of geography, countries.
Yeah, you're really good at
cities,
geography.
Not bad. Anagrams.
Anagrams,
Smash
apparently.
that last one. Yeah.
So we have broad but shallow knowledge.
Yes.
So.
That's it. Perfect. Just perfect.
Yes.
OK, let's hope a tiny pocket of your shallow knowledge is covered by one of these. We have got international sports umpires and referees, Judy Garland, the year 1992, or the 100 novels that shaped our world. What do you think?
I mean, I would go for one of the bottom two.
I wouldn't go for the bottom one because I'm not.
No.
Literature's not my strong point.
We should go for 1992. We did say we wanted 90s stuff, so it feels like fate.
Yeah.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah, go for the year 1992.
1992 it is.
Okay, very best of luck. We're looking for any of the following, please. We're looking for any members of John Major's second cabinet. That's April 1992. We're looking for any players who scored at the Euro 92 tournament, other than in penalty shootouts. Or we're looking for any act that had a UK #1 single or album in 1992, according to the official charts company. So members of that cabinet, players who scored at Euro 92, or acts with the UK #1 single or album. Very best of luck.
Thank you very much indeed. As always, you've got up to a minute to come up with 3 answers. All you need to win that jackpot is for just one of them to be pointless. Are you ready?
Yes.
OK,
ready.
let's put 60 seconds up on the clock. Your time starts now.
OK. Right, so we definitely know Queen, I think,
Yeah.
for the bottom one.
Think
Because
of
they have
some
put
more
one.
obscure ones.
Obscure ones from 1992. Was that when the Spin Doctors came out and people like that, or is that a bit later? I'm just thinking it was when I went from primary school to secondary school.
Okay. Take that.
Say that, a bit too soon. What about like Montel Jordan, This Is How We Do It? Or in,
No, that's maybe too early.
we've got Queen.
Fresh, Jazzy Jeff and Fresh.
Oh
Prince.
yes, Will Smith. Oh, you've also had, that's probably too late.
Mr. Vane. Who sang Mr. Vane? That was the
Culture
#1.
Beat?
Culture Beat. Was that in 1990? No, I think that was 93.
Yeah.
No, it might be 91. Don't say that.
Okay. How long have we got?
Are we going for any members of the cabinet? Edwina Currie.
Edwina Currie. I can think the guy Norman Lamont, but he's
Jack Straw.
quite no, Jack Straw's 97.
10 seconds
Labour.
left.
Let's say Edwina Currie. Let's say Queen, and let's pick something else that we've already said.
Say Teddy Sheringham for both the squad and Euro 92. They might not.
OK, that is your
yeah.
time up.
Right,
Let's have your 3 answers, and if you could say which category you're
Okay.
answering.
I think we'll go. Shall we say Edwina Currie for the 1992 cabinet?
Okay, Edwina Currie.
Singers.
2 pops. 2 for the bottom one. Yeah.
So Queen.
Definitely Queen.
Queen.
And let's say Culture Beat.
Culture Beat.
OK, and Culture Beat. Of those 3, which is your best shot at a pointless answer?
Probably Queen.
Yeah.
OK, Queen goes last. Least likely to be pointless?
Probably Edwina Currie.
Edwina,
Yeah.
and then Culture Beat goes in the middle.
Yeah.
OK, well, let's put those answers up on the board in that order then, and here they are. There's Edwina Currie, there's Culture Beat, and there is Queen. 3 answers there, any one of which could turn out to be pointless and win you that jackpot. Now, the jackpot is £5,750. What would you like to do with that if you were to win it?
I would probably make some improvements to my garden. And I would get a nice, shiny, bigger camper van, maybe.
Shiny, bigger, better.
Yes. Yes.
Katie?
I would definitely put some of it to a party to celebrate, and I might invite Edwina Currie or Culture Beat, depending.
Or have a
the
curry.
remaining members of Queen. And the rest, we really need a new garage, which is not very cool, but a nice garage that's got
Gotta
room for a
have
pool
one.
table,
Yeah.
maybe.
No,
Lovely.
It's in a garden.
OK, well, let's put these to the test. Your first answer is Edwina Currie. In this case, we're looking for any of John Major's 1992 cabinet, his first cabinet. If Edwina Currie is pointless, you leave here with £5,750. How many people said Edwina Currie? Not in that cabinet, as it turns out. OK, well, let's move on to your next answer. Culture Beat, you were less sure of the actual date of this. Look for any act that had a UK #1 with a single or an album in 1992. Culture Beat. Is it right? Is it pointless? Oh, bad luck. It was a great answer. Sadly, not
the
the
wrong
right
question.
year. Your third and final answer was Queen. Again, it's acts with a UK #1 single or album in 1992 for £5,750. Is Queen pointless? It's right. Your first answer, Edwina Currie, was incorrect. Your second answer, Culture Beat, was incorrect. Queen is absolutely right. Down we go. Into single, no, not quite into single figures. 10 for Queen. Which is a great answer. So I'm afraid you didn't manage to find the all-important pointless answer, so I'm afraid you don't win today's jackpot, but you have been fantastic. Across both shows, it has to be said. And in recognition of that, you get to take home a pointless trophy each, so very well done for that, Helen.
And Culture Beat was a very, very good wrong answer. Mr. Vane was #1 in 1993. Yeah, so really, really nice try. Let's start with the cabinet, shall we? Here are the pointless answers. Some big names here. David Mellor as a pointless answer. Malcolm Rifkin, Virginia Bottomley, William Waldegrave. You could have had Gillian Shepherd, John McGregor, Lord Mackay of Clashfern, Lord Wakeham and Patrick Mayhew. Those are the pointless answers there. The footballers now. Scots would have got Brian McClare, I suspect. Frank Rijkaard scored a couple of goals for the Netherlands. Jean-Pierre Papin scored a couple as well. Jurgen Klinsmann scored one. John Jensen, Arsenal fans might have got, he scored that famous goal, didn't he, in 1992. Karl-Heinz Riedler as well. Stefan Effenberg, Thomas Hessler. All of those were pointless answers. David Platt was the biggest scorer there. And finally, let's take a look, shall we, at these #1 albums and singles. Belinda Carlisle had a #1 album, as did Bruce Springsteen, as did Genesis and Michael Bull. If you're a fan of 90s indie, Carter USM would have been a pointless answer. Yeah. Def Leppard, INXS, Iron Maiden, Lionel Richie, Madness were a pointless answer. Divine Madness was #1. Mike Oldfield, Neil Diamond, Simple Minds and The Orb as well. The Orb were a pointless answer. Very well done if you said any of those at home.
Thank you very much indeed, Richard, and thank you, Helen and Katie. I'm sorry you didn't win our jackpot today. That'll therefore roll over onto the next show when we will be playing for £6,750. Join us then to see if someone can win it. Meanwhile, it's goodbye from Richard.
Goodbye.
And it's goodbye from me. Goodbye.